Good morning to our beautiful God and God's beautiful people. God morning, everyone. It's good to be back. Thank the Lord. We are in the month of February. And thank the Lord for another month He's allowed us to see in this year. Thank the Lord for all that we've been through. We don't always feel good, approve of what God takes us through. But whatever God does for us, it's for our good. All things work for the good of them that love God and are called according to His purpose. So we thank God. As the Bible says, in everything give thanks. Join us at 12 noon today for a worship experience as we begin our Black History celebration at True Christian Fellowship Baptist Church. You can catch us right here on Facebook Live at 12 noon or live on YouTube. You can go to YouTube and go to my page right there on YouTube. My page is called Rainy Boo. Let me type it up for you so you can see it. My YouTube page. All right. It's called Rainy Boo. It's got a funny spelling to it. All right. And here it is, Rainy Boo. Well, I don't know what happened. What happened? We got knocked out, but we're back. I don't know what's going on here. But that's all right. The devil's still around. That's all right. God will forever be around, but he won't. But this is my YouTube page here, Rainy Boo. You can go to this page and check me out on YouTube. Even my morning services that I do Monday through Friday, they are also on YouTube. And our 12 noon service here every Sunday is also here on YouTube. So join us for a worship experience as we celebrate Black History Month. And Jesus talked about in John 4 and 38 how He sent us to reap where we bestowed no labor. In other words, our ancestors, those in the Bible and others, labored for us to be where we are today. We are reaping the benefits of them out there chopping cotton, going through slavery, being spit on, many killed, that we may have the right to vote, that we may have the right to go to the school of our choice, that we may have the right to sit in church of our choices. These were things that our ancestors did not enjoy in peace. They were shot at, spit on. I remember some of my kin folks telling me about how they were headed to church and how the white people would throw mud and stuff on them, splash mud on them as they're walking to church. Many of them didn't have shoes in church. These are the many things that we are reaping because of our ancestors. Good morning to my cousin Sharon. God bless you. It's good to be back. Good to see you. And so we are reaping these things, being able to go to the school of our choice, being able to go to the restaurant of our choice, being able to sleep in the hotel of our choice. These are things that we are reaping because of others who didn't have that convenience. They were spit on, talked about, made to go through the back door and things like that. They had sit-ins at cafeterias and things, trying to make a better world for you and I. And so Jesus is saying we are reaping where other people have labored. So let's be thankful for our parents, our grandparents. Mother Essie did it much. They made us get out there and work in them cotton fields. It was hot. It didn't always feel good, but it worked out for our good because of them making me work. Then I got used to working. There were times in my life of jobs I didn't want to work. I didn't like those jobs. But because they had instilled within me a work ethic, then I went on. Hello to my Auntie Mary. God bless you, Aunt Mary. Good to see you this morning. And Sister Monica Chatwick, God bless you. Good to see you. It's good to be back. And we're celebrating Black History Month today at our church, right here on Facebook, on YouTube, wherever you can catch us. Come on out physically in the building and be with us. This is my YouTube channel, so you can go there. And we're talking about our ancestors, grandparents, parents, other people in our lives that helped us to be where we are today. I had aunts, Aunt Mary. I remember times when my Aunt Mary, she had to babysit us and we gave her trouble. But because she was there to babysit us, that's the reason why we are where we are today. She took a part. She played a part in where I am today. My Aunt Catherine, she played a part in where I am today. Uncle Johnny, Aunt Essie, and many others, they all played a part in where I am today. Many of my aunts and uncles in my growing up in life, I didn't have a place to stay. They opened their doors. People are not like that today. I don't care if you any kin to them. You could be their nephew, you could be their child. Sometimes they'll close the door on their own child. But back then, my aunts and uncles, they opened the door as I strived to make it in life. They allowed me to live with them. I lived with my Aunt Marie for a while. So I thank you, those that are still living, those that are going on. I appreciate. I'm grateful for all that you've done for me. And so that's what we're going to be talking about in our service this morning. What the people, our parents, grandparents, and others have played in our lives. The influence they had in our lives. You know how I say, keep God first. I got that from my daddy. My daddy used to say that to me all the time. As I went off to college, he would always say, keep God first. And so that's an influence upon my life that I still use to this day. And so Black history is not just about famous black people, but it's also about our parents, grandparents, and other people in our lives, uncles, aunties, who played a part for us to be where we are today. And it's not just about celebrating them in February. We celebrate them all year round because we are black all the time, 365 days a year. So our history continues on. And to be pro-black does not mean that I'm anti-white. To be pro for my kids, to raise my kids, that does not mean I'm against other kids. But here's where the problem comes with our kids, with our religion, with our race and everything, is when it becomes supremacy. Dr. King talked about black supremacy is just as bad as white supremacy. Supremacy means, no, I'm anti-white. I don't want no white. Supremacy in religion means ain't no other religion gonna make it but my religion. That God didn't come for no other people than the Jews. Now you come and making it supremacy. No, God is not about supremacy. It's about us working together. Nothing wrong with being pro-Baptist, pro-Methodist, or whatever you are. But when you think it's supreme, now you in the wrong category. You're pushing others to the side. When you think your children are supreme, now you're pushing other children aside. You got to keep your doors open for all children, not just your children. You can be pro-children, but still keep your doors open for other children. You pro for your children. You do all you can for your children, but keep the doors open for other children. Don't make your children supreme and then you don't do nothing for others. And that's what's the ugliness about black supremacy and white supremacy. You against others. You think you the only somebody that's supposed to be the head. You think you the only somebody supposed to be the president. You think you the only somebody supposed to be a pastor. A lot of men don't realize it. That when you going around here saying that only men supposed to be pastors, now you're stepping in supremacy and pushing others out. God don't operate like that. He said with one spirit, one blood, one faith, one God. And when he said he made pastors and teachers and apostles, he didn't say he made them in terms of male or female. So let's stop using this supremacy attitude that women can't be preachers, can't be pastors. That's a supremacy attitude. And supremacy shuts the doors on others. God can use whoever he want to use. He can turn around and shut all the men out and just allow the women to come in. So don't mess with God. He's the only somebody that's supreme and don't need nobody else. He's God all by himself. That's why he said, I am that I am, period. But we need one another. So let's not try to walk around like we supreme. God is the only one that's supreme. But it's okay to say Black Lives Matter because they do matter. It's okay to say white lives matter. You want to say it, they do matter. And so I ain't saying nothing against your people when I say my people matter. They do matter. And it's okay to be devoted for black lives that matter. Jesus gave us an example when he said there was a man who had some sheep and one of them got lost. And he said he left the 99 and went after that one that was lost. It didn't never say that the 99 wasn't important because he left them. But right now he's focused on Black Lives Matter because they're lost. We're lost in the midst of all of this ugliness that's going on in our world. From others beating us, killing us, to our own people killing one another. We're lost. So ain't nothing wrong with focus on that lost sheep because he matter right now. I ain't saying the others don't matter, but right now, we need to focus on Black Lives Matter. That don't mean I'm anti-white just because I'm pro-black. But if I try to go into black supremacy, now that's a dangerous place to be. No, God don't want us there. He's the only somebody that reigns supreme. My religion ain't supreme over your religion. Mayor pastors are not supreme when it comes to pastors. No, God can make anybody he want a pastor. And so this month we're going to be talking all about our history. That many people that played a part in our lives. And today we'll focus on normal people, not famous people. We all know Dr. Martin Luther King, but we all don't know the many people, mama, daddy, that played a part in our lives, uncles, aunties, that played a part in our lives, and we remember them too. So let's be there for one another. So be sure to join us at 12 noon today, right here on Facebook Live or on YouTube. We'll be there live also too. Y'all be blessed. Remember to trust the process and seek to keep God first in all that you do. Have a blessed day.